Hi, it's Maureen here, Stitch Mag, and it is Wednesday the 9th of June. And welcome to my Flosstube. If you haven't been here before, well, hello, I'm Maureen, as I've just said. If you've been before, hi, nice to see you again. So I'm going to just talk a bit about what I did in May. I did Stitch Mania, and I did a little video, which did the first few days, and I've done a few more pieces. Now I think I started about 11 pieces altogether. Might have been 10, might have been 12. I didn't have like a set. I just was like a pile of fabric and charts, and I was like, right, I'll just start these. And some I worked on for 2 days and some I worked on for 3 days, and then by the end of May it just kind of petered out. I mean, I'm done. I don't want to do any more. But also, while I was doing Stitch Mania for a month of May, I was also still working on all my regular stuff as well. So that's what I'll show you now. So I'm going to flip you around and show you because that's easier for me. Okay, so first up, what I started with in the first week of May is this, my Cartographica XL by Tilton Crafts. And I was trying to just find a picture there of it on the website, and it's not there anymore, so it must have been just obviously not selling it anymore. Which is a shame, because it's just so I don't have a picture of it to give you an idea of the scale. But anyway, but as you'll see, I'm holding fabric up way over here and away down here. So yeah, it's, or to be more precise, it's 69 pages altogether. So I think it's like 9. Oh god, my maths isn't brilliant. 8 by 9 or 9. I don't know. Anyway, it's quite 8, 9. Yeah, and this is like page 1, 2, 3. It's freaking giant. So then I'm stitching this 10th stitch 2/1 on some random cream fabric, which I bought in the days before pre-gridding did fabric. I discovered the delights of pre-gridded fabric, and oh my god, I really, really, really wished I was doing ungridded fabric, but I'm not. Anyway, once this bit here is done, life will be so much better. But so I'm going to take you in and just show you this because it's just delightful. I'm actually really pleased because I've managed. It took me forever to do this, but with the magic of Pattern Keeper, it has just improved so much. And in the just from the beginning, I've managed to do all this. So I'm now, I think what I started doing, yeah, I think I filled in. I was just, as I was finishing up, I was like, oh, I'll just fill in the wee kind of hangy threads there, and then I think, yeah, I must have just like literally just stopped one day. And what I'm going to do, so what I'm going to do this month around is I'll start working these ones down, and then I think I'll start on this and just fill in. So I'm filling in and then just keep going. And then I've only got 19, this must, I think this, I've kind of left it off. I think this must have been a page break, and then so I've only got like a teeny little bit extra there to do. So Pokemon there. But yeah, so as you can see from the colours here, each circle is like just numerous colours, but it's quite effective when when you're looking at it now from. And obviously it just looks like blobs, but when you're looking at it, see, I'm going further away, it does start to look more, I don't know if it's like a compass, it's supposed to be like a compass. But yeah, it's pretty damn cool. Like I say, once, this has taken me a ridiculous amount of time. But once I've done that, I'm then heading over, and then there are 4 of these on each corner, but the other 3 aren't. I don't think it's complicated to this, but I'll never get to them anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I've still got all the world to do. But yeah, I still love it. And my idea was this year I was going to work on it for 6 months of the year and then change over to my chatelaine as my big ass project. So, but I also then really want to get this finished. Realistically, they ain't getting finished in June. So might have to rethink that. I want to get my chatelaine back out, but I really, really want to get this bit done as well. I shall think about it. Big, right, sorry, well, I move this across. So that took me the first week. Obviously, yeah, I didn't have as much stitching time because I was starting all of them. Right, I was jabbering away there about my Mirabilia, and then realised I hadn't actually somehow along the line had stopped recording. So anyway, I'm going to go back and tell you what I've been doing. So yeah, finished my Cartographica. That was the first week. And then this was my second week in May, which was my Mirabilia Maidens of the Season Part 2 Autumn. I've done the L3, this is the last one to do. So, I've been working primarily on this bit here. And so I worked on it 1 week last month, and then I started it again just this weekend. This week I'm doing it. So I managed to bring those down. I've ran out of 938, so I need to order that. And then I noticed this morning, it's like, oh, hang on a minute, there's a couple little random bits there, and then so that's all. I know those are all complete, and that's all complete. And then this is where that cuts off is the bottom of, is not the bottom, but it's the line across, and then it just comes down to about here. So yeah, super cool. I forget every time I work on these, I forget how quick they actually stitch up when I've been working obviously like on the Compass of Doom. It just takes like an entire lifetime. And you whiz through these and it's just so nice and relaxing and it comes up so nice. And I really like this belt. The picture does, it's like a stock phrase. The picture does not do these justice at all. The colours in these are so much brighter when you look at the picture. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. It didn't look I wasn't overly keen on it. It was okay. Started working on it. Beautiful. And also, yeah, it's like when I look at that lovely winter one now, I ended up, those are all the greens that are, I think they were in needle paints, and I couldn't get them anymore, so yeah, it's kind of blue. Anyway, yeah, colours, beautiful. And beadings all up this end kind of things, so that's a long way away. But yeah, really pleased with that. So that's what I'm currently working on this week. So the third month in May, I chose to work on my monthly, my full coverage Fanatic monthly piece. And the theme was France. So I chose to work on my poppies, my red and yellow poppies with grasshopper. Because poppies, red poppies, fields, Remembrance Day, etc. It was a tentative connection, but I went with it. I do apologise, I don't have a colour picture of this, which is a real shame because it really doesn't do it justice, but as the description says, red and yellow poppies. So these are lovely big red, the salt green background, bright red. And this is by Annette Schwartzmiller, but it's on, I bought them off of Etsy. It's Whoopicat, Whoopicat. And she sent me this one, and I've got another one, a cornflower blue one, and she's got lots and lots of these lovely panels, and they're really nice. And I started this again. I've just started this once upon a time, and I managed to lose it. Where is it going? Oh my god. Pause a minute. Seriously, losing the plot. I thought, where's it going? I had it here like 2 seconds ago, and I just picked it up. So this is, if I show you on here, this obviously, this bit here is this bit here, and then it's just a few panels across. So I've just been working on this because this has been hard. This is, so is it 3437, something of that ilk. 3756. Really, 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 really pale blue. It's that one where it's a really, it doesn't even look at here. I mean, it just looks like there, but it's not quite white. It's pale blue, and then there's a green border on white. 28 count. What am I doing this? 28 count easy grid 1/1 full cross. I think I tried to do it 10 stitch and it didn't just look right. So that's actually a dark green. Those ones are green, and these ones are. So I've managed. I was quite pleased with myself because I managed to do, I think, more or less all of this. So I think all I've got left. So you can hardly even tell where I think I've just got this little bit here to fill in, and then I'll just work on this, and then that's it. Then it's a lot of colour, a lot of block colour, and it won't be basically white on white, which is hell, really. But yeah, I'm sure pleased with it. So yeah, it's coming up nice. Yeah, I love this. Love it. But I don't know when I'll get back out again. Too many things. Too many things. So that was week 3. So some of that. Week 3 into week 4. Week 4. Was back to my mini captive. Heaven and Earth mini captive artwork by Marta Dalek. And yeah, this is what I'm doing for my 20,000 stitches in 2020. And I got on the halfway mark today. So I got 10,000 stitches. I actually worked on this, so I worked on it in week 4 of June, the last week in June. No, May. And the first week in June. So I've just finished up working on it. So yeah, I managed to get over 10,000 stitches. I was awfully pleased with that. So I was on schedule. That was my schedule for June. It was 6,000, 10,000, can't speak, 10,000 stitches. Obviously, so I can meet my target of 20,000. So I was working on, sorry, let me just pop her out. I've been working on this patch, this square here. Yeah, so because it's quite a lot of creams and everything. Again, I'm working on this 32 count 1/1. Never done that again. My big giant hand compared to this. Yeah, so I've been coming down in columns because I know how I've fluffed it up so many places. There was like one out somewhere along here, so I've managed to fudge it out, and oh god, yeah, I was like, oh my god, what's going on? So it's my big grubby hand. And over here, yeah, there's lots of don't quite know where I went wrong. So I was like, right, be very careful, just work down in columns of 10. Take your time. Is it less speed, more haste, less haste, oh, whatever it is. Less speed, more haste, less, you know what I mean. Just take your bloody time. Stop trying to race through it. You'll just mess it up. So, like I said, that's brought me to 10,000, which also brought me to, well, and also on Pattern Keeper, I hit the 50% mark. That was such a good feeling. I think I'm at 51% now or something like that. Because this literally is halfway. But I've got a few extra pieces up there. Yeah, so anyway, that's everything. I really should hold this camera a bit better. This is now just over the halfway point, and so this is now going to weigh. So I worked last week in May, beginning of June, so she'll go away till July now. My June. So yeah, so this brings me up. So as I was saying, this is like halfway through now. So next month, I've already worked on this in June, so I'll bring it back out for July, and I'll continue working. I'm going to finish this corner, and that's the whole of the bottom done. And at some point, yeah, so I'm going to keep just working on this once every month until I get it finished, really, because that way that's one less full coverage to do, because I've got so many that I really want to work on. Sorry, I've got hair on my phone. Yeah, so she's getting put away now. So that brings me up to do my regular stuff, because yeah, I'm working on this month. I'm working on my autumn, Mirabilia autumn. Then I'll go back to then next week. I'll work on the monthly piece from Full Coverage Fanatics, which is for Germany. So I'm going to work on my Snow White piece, Grimm's Fairy Tales, you know. And that'll be week the 3, and then I'll work on Cartographica for end of June, beginning of July. You see, so simple, and I'm loving it. It's such, to me, this works well. I'm getting stuff done, and I'm making progress on at least 1 or 2 pieces. So I'll quickly just show you. These were another couple of starts. I did do, I think, maybe another 3 or 4 starts, but quite frankly, they're boring as hell. It's just little blobs. It was fine on the days when I was at home working, or either at home or working from home, where I had a bit more stitch time. But on days I was working, I was struggling to get any, to do a new start and still work on my other pieces. And so really, quite frankly, they're just little boring blobs. There's nothing very exciting to see. But again, I'll just work on them through the year. But these ones, I like these ones. I worked on this when we had our virtual stitching retreat. The Scottish Stitches had a virtual stitching retreat. And I was there on the Saturday. Again, I was working on Friday. Saturday and Sunday, this Sunday I was kind of busy. But I managed to join on the Saturday, which was fabulous. Yeah, so I worked on this one, which is called, this is going to be a Biscornu. And I'll show you this because this was a freebie I had. Spirit of Belarus, Ripples on Water, Biscornu. So I have no idea where I got this from, but I'm pretty sure it was freebie. If not, well, if you can. On Facebook, SOB Designs, Etsy shop, Spirits of Belarus. No idea where I found this from, but I love it. It's it ripples, and it does. It makes your eyes go all wonky. So I started this, and then I restarted because I did it over 2, and I was like, oh no, that's not right. Then I did it over 1, and I got cracking on with this, so it's like 4 bits. Then I was doing this, and then I realised on this side, you're doing it as 10 stitch, you're going that way. But on this side, you're going that way. And I keep forgetting, because it's just force of habit, I always go that way. So I've had this in and out, shaking it all about. And this is stitched with... oh, it's a gentle arch, sample threads, poppy. I think that's the one. Yeah. And I'm planning to do another side. So I've got, and I've realised I've actually used quite a lot of thread. Excuse me. So I'm only going to have enough for one side. And so I've got Gentle Art Clover or Pole Stitches Design Beloved. So one of those is going to be the other side. And I'll decide on the day. Yeah, so can't decide. As to which one will be the other side of the Biscornu. But so I just put them all in. I thought I'll do that. It was quite nice because it was quite nice, easy stitch. And then the other Biscornu I started was flinging these things about with gay abandon. Was chevron. It was a chevron Biscornu. And this seems to be pattern from Etsy shop Pocenta. And again, it's just, it's a whoop whoop. Yeah, pretty straightforward, just round and round and round. I'm doing it over 2 on, I don't even know if it's 32 or 28, it's just a random bit of fabric. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4, there is 5 rings, but I'll just work it and see how big I want it to be. And I am using Carrie Creations Lavender. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to have enough to do both sides, but if not, I'll use another purple. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And they're quite nice little ones just to stitch up. So folks, right, so you're back with me now. So yeah, so that was everything I worked on in May. And yeah, like I said, June is back to normal transmission. I'm still working from home. Life-wise, I'm still working from home a couple of days a week, and I think that's going to be kind of long-termish, which I'm really enjoying. I've actually kind of settled into a groove, and I know what I'm doing at home, and I'm planning to do at home, and plenty enough to do at work. I thought going back to the office and having to work 5 days in the office is just not very appealing right now. So yeah, so obviously nothing else to report because we've done nothing else. In Scotland, we are in phase 1. Oh my god, sorry, and I do apologise. I'm showing you my hair. COVID hair. It's a thing. It's just, oh my god. I keep getting trigger happy with the scissors. Yeah, so we're in phase 1. There aren't definite dates for the rest of the phases. It's all very much, let's just see what happens. But things are looking a bit more positive. Husband still has no idea when he'll be back at work. He's still currently furloughed. God knows when he's going to, if and when he gets back to work and works in a restaurant, you know. My daughter's just finished college. Can't get, God knows when she'll get a job. Apart from that, life is good. Actually, I haven't really met up with any. I can go and meet up with people, but most of my friends and relatives, my sister-in-law lives quite a wee bit away. So I'm hoping in the next phase 2 of life, I'm going to be able to go over and see my sister and meet up my friend, even, you know, and get the dog out with them. That's all I wish for in life at the moment. But yeah, so yeah, nothing else to report, because like the rest of the world, we ain't going anywhere or doing anything. Going to work in the morning. What did you do the weekend? Took the dog a walk down the beach. Do you know what? I just changed it up a bit. Took her to a different park. You know, went and did a bit of shopping. But McDonald's is back open. But I ain't waiting in the queues at the moment. I'm not that desperate. I'll maybe treat for tomorrow, I think. Right, anyway, enough. I'm going to go now. And I'll speak to you again all in a few weeks. Bye-bye.